come in peace. Somehow I made it through Monday, not in pieces. Today was one of those days where I could have very easily just went, ooh! Everybody would just scatter. But you know what? I kept that smile. It's pretty cool. Smiles are pretty infectious. I don't understand why I always would get hung up in it. I know why. Just look at some of these issues. But the issue at hand right now is it's time to play some music. I was thinking all day I had some ideas, and now's the time to start putting them out there. I'm hoping they'll come to fruition because I have totally forgot. By the time you get through checking your Facebook and your YouTube and your blah blah bleep bloops and made a TikTok and what was I doing? Exactly. I'm an Ibanez guy. Maybe you remember it. It's not a fancy guitar, but you want to talk about some power. This guitar's got some real nice jam sound to it. I want to say it's got some loud pickups. That's what I want to say. Especially when you go into the neck pickup. Here's the bridge. Still pretty hot. I got you guys sitting on top of the amp, so you're looking like at the back wall, and still trying to figure out where to be. Little different every time. Don't you like my apparel? This is the work ethic I bring, like on the beach, on vacation. About time to get some sort of graphite stuff or anything. When they're going tink tink when you're tuning and you hear tink tink, you either need to get your nut trimmed by that sounds horrible. You either need to get your nut serviced. Oh, whew, yeah, that guy right there, you're gonna have to take it to have some work done to it. Yeah, something like that. So you can file on them. That usually works, but you gotta have the right tools. You can't just, use anything. It's gotta be something, of grade. And they use like a graphite lube or something, and it helps out with that. looking for that sound, chasing the tone. Even though you can't reverse polarities on any of these pickups, it still cleans up. I got quite a bit of, not really, I'm on gain 2, which is very hot, but it's only on 1, see. Now look, I know all you guys ain't running these old, it's a very old valve state. I call him Larry. Most of the stuff is either named for its looks or the feller that passed it down to me. So this guy's going to be called Larry. I don't know what to call the spider. I'm going to call it Chinesium, I guess. Sounds okay. Just the Marshall's a little more old school. Cleaned up a little bit. It's kind of based in an F sharp. Got your power chord. I'm doing a full bar. Bar is like just like playing the E major chord barred all the way across. You know, but a power chord, you're basically focusing on the top 3 strings. And that allows you to kind of focus on your next move. So I'm going from the F sharp power chord straight into an A. And then I'll use my 3rd string. You're basically playing B. But you're not worried about the B note like you might think, because it still rings so true on the guitar. And besides, you're only there for a half second anyway. People are just hearing, you know, how everything rings together. The hardest part is actually doing the little hammer on. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Monkey Business. Yeah. Go look that up. Slave to the Grind is the record. Pretty rockin' record too, man. how much this amp does give. Like I showed you, I'm on 1 on overdrive 2, and the contour is like brought way back. The bass is way back, so hopefully it don't shake the camera off. I don't know. I got a little bit of racket going on here. Hold up. So we got effects on the amp here. It's not really loud. It's just a little extra. What is it though? What is it, Matt? Delay, my modulation. That's what I want to know what it is. You know what? This is getting complicated. Trying to think of what it is. It's Univibe. I got into the Univibe after hearing Bridges Size and the past year jamming song. My buddy Flynn, who I think I mentioned in yesterday's video, always said that I kind of had a little taste of him in my playing, and I find that to be pretty cool, because how do you sound like somebody you've never heard before? Well, the truth is, if you're playing through similar gear and you're using similar techniques, you could sound like a lot of the people. So, but the funniest thing is, I'm sounding like this guy, and I'm not even using the kind of stuff he was using back then. I am now. I'm actually been chasing his sound for months. That is not the effect I thought it was. I guess I've changed it. That's just a chorus. This is a double chorus. Yeah, I told you I'm crazy about effects. I don't know. Maybe y'all can hear the wall. It's a lot of effects. a swirl. Power chords and bar chords are so close to being the same. This finger does a lot of work. You won't use that, do that as much as you will do this. Just saying. It's funny how you play a little bit of guitar and then you remember what you thought about at work that you were going to actually play for guitar time. Yeah. So I'm on my knees, which is a little weird, but at the same time, you can kind of hear, see, noise, yeah, all the stuff. One of those licks, tried and true, man. Lots of great guitar players could use this lick. 420, 420. You start on the fourth string, which is the G. That's the D. And then you do on the A. God, that was horrible. And I play this every week. Knees. I'm on my knees. I must not even feel like I'm playing guitar. Yeah, being on my knees, I don't feel like I'm on stage because I'm not a knee guy. I should show you those chords too because that's another 5,000 songs. So you got your A. I don't even know what to call that. Oh, well, it's actually this. Except your main first finger is actually playing the F sharp and holding it down. No, that's not what I think it is. See, playing my fingers and feel, I don't even know what I'm talking about, but that progression is the same, so I have to figure out how to. I'm guessing in order to give you guys a better understanding, and so you could look it up on the internet too. I'm gonna have to figure out the names of these chords, and it shouldn't be too hard because like that's so easy, right? That's the old crazy cuckoo train, you know. And but it also works with what was that guy, Mellencamp? Too much. Don't want to play it too many times. Just it's I'll come back maybe in the next day or two and try to get you guys the names to those chords or the values. Yeah, that's the problem with you're learning how to play guitar from that guy that just, listened to it all his life. He never, I could tell you what chord an A is. Lots of different A's in the chord. A. A. You know what I'm saying? A. Yeah. I'm going to get off my knees now. It sucks. And, I don't know. Just trying to give you a view because I try to stay here in my mind. That way, I'm a happier dude. I've thought about when times get better, I'm going to buy one amp that I had when I was young. It was just a PV Bandit. And the first original band that I was in, they helped me get a awesome crate. I'm not sure, I think it was a 60 watt head. The head was terrible, but I mean, we talking about a full stack. The only thing that was missing was a better amp head sound. This right here, if I could have got that into those 412s, those two 412 cabinets, I mean, this is pretty bad to the bone. And the only good memory I've got of those speakers was plugging it up to my buddy's 212 combo Mesa Boogie dual rectifier. That was cool because his amp was noisy. It was a 212 combo, so even though it had vintage 30s and it sounded really, really good, you could actually hear the tube shaking in that thing. So keep that in mind if you're gonna blow $3,000 on some used 212 combo that's tubed up. The vibrations from the speakers literally rattle those amps to almost extinction. You will have to take those amps, those tube amps will have to be serviced. Hate me all you want. These are analog distortion circuits with state-of-the-art solid state, or whatever you want to call it, Class D technology. I'm not sure. It's modeling Class D Chinesium. The Marshall's not, but it's right on the verge, man. They were testing the waters because young kids wanted these kind of amps. I did. I remember when I met Larry and I was able to go upstairs and that amp right there, that was upstairs, and he played Man in the Box and I was able to sing it then because I think I was 15 and there were no limits, it seemed like, when you're 15. And that sound from his amp was so awesome, man. Now I'm in here jamming on it, and I agree because I'm playing on it. It is, Marshall knows what they're doing. Line 6, they can make that Marshall sound somewhat, but the best way to get the Marshall sound out of a Line 6, plug it up to a Marshall. Turn the knobs. I've got this on overdrive, man. This is wide open. It's not wide open, but it's, you turn the guitar wide open and the distortion starts to crawl. And I mean, it's not even on 1 on the gain stage. pick it and it stays very dynamic, you know. It's probably not good for those kids trying to learn how to pick, you know, because it's pretty loud, kind of reminiscent of the old 100 waters with the tubes, because they crunk like that, you know. Too much. Probably loud. I'll find out that I use 27 minutes of your time with a horrible sound in the microphone. I don't know. I've had really good luck with this camera in this room, and even outside. Like last night, you know, that's not something I do very often. But maybe I should, huh? I got songs to play, you know. It's fascinating. once again, I'm just kind of over here playing along. But see, that's good for me. Because it's all just stuff. It's not anything. It could be. I might go back and listen to this video this week, next month. I've already noticed that. I go back and listen to my stuff. And stuff that really tickles on, I'll try to keep it. Like last night, I went back and I wrote it. I threw it in the description. That way, the lyrics are there with that stuff. I can go back. There's no way I'm gonna remember that right off the rip, man. When Strange Nation wrote our stuff, and I say our stuff because songs like Rearing I wrote and Way It Has to Be, but there was Misery and Burden. Burden was, all of us. I sang it, but those guys wrote that stuff. I'll give it that. I'd love to have that stuff on tap, put it back online. Anybody wants it, they can buy it. It'll help all three families out, what's left of us. I know the bassist, he don't want to ever just forget that. I don't either. I'm not sure about the drummer. Haven't talked to him in many years. I've learned that it's probably just best for all our mental health just to no hard feelings. I wanted to be friends at the point, 10 years ago. I left the band and it was really my fault and it's my problem. I wanted more. I wanted to play more shows locally. I wanted to be able to do better covers. Boy, was I an idiot. But at the same time, we were together 6-7 years and still those songs weren't hitting big. We was watching Creed fly by and all this because they had managements and stuff. A lot of our stuff, we'd end up, cutting ties with people. If you can't make no money, they can't make no money, and it's like, you're not going to get booked. Meanwhile, I'm working all day and traveling to Tallahassee. I don't even remember what I was getting, if even $100 I was doing good, and then going right back to work, in 3 hours. And, it seemed like after each project, I'd have this big, oh God, show me which way to go. I don't know what to do with this. All I know is I'm just in love with it. I want to just keep doing this. I didn't know nothing about none of this. This is a new way of doing things, You can just be yourself, do things your way. There's nobody in the background going, hey. I tell you, I miss having the band practices. But seriously, there's nobody here. If you don't want to play a song, you don't have to. If you want to play and just talk, if you want to grab your kazoo, and I keep talking about it, like this guitar right here. I'm going to put that back together. I'm going to use this show to finish something I've been wanting to do for 2.5 years. It started out was the guy gave it to me and I said, ooh, I'm going to spend like $600-700 on that. I'm going to put a Floyd Rose on it and I'm going to throw some Super Kirk Hammett blah, blah, blahs and put a battery in it and all this stuff. And it sat here. It's been sitting. I put it in a box. I threw it in the drawer. And I thought to myself, I watched, let's throw a name out there, Scarred My Guitar. He takes guitars that are way less, shaped than this and makes them really playable. So I'm sitting there thinking, well, I could at least put the thing back together and see if I can, stand it. And if not, I'll get some black matching pickups and pick guard and, take it to my friend Brody, give him a few $100 or something and, let him set it up. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But if not, I've got, that white Strat that my dad gave me. It's kind of going to be like, Star Wars, you got the dark, then you got the light. That's my whole thing. Or yin and yang, That's what I was thinking. Or I can just, sell it at a loss, which was the other reason why I was thinking you're an idiot. If you're going to spend $500 on a bridge and $300 on pickup on a pick guard for a Squire. It's just a Squire, which might not matter. Like this guitar. This is not a high dollar guitar. There's not a bunch of Avalon around. Now it's figured. It's kind of nice. It's actually a very nice guitar. Don't get me, wrong. And I saved this guitar off a concrete floor in Tifton in a styrofoam case. So it's getting later and later, and I know you guys might enjoy the show, but I probably waste too much time. I promise if I can get some editing software and learn a little more about this business or technology or whatever, I'll shorten these videos up. The problem is it's a lot easier to just spend time down here and just be this and throw it on there. If it's supposed to be anything more than that, then it will be. But right now, it's just me and a guitar and anybody that seems to want to see it. Because I'll be glad to tell you that song, it is a song. It's E, G, to D, to C. And you'll play that and you'll sing the song, because the song is not that hard. I could sing the song, but I'd rather you sing along, and that way the song is more fun. But the chorus is, that's D to C, G, A sharp. So easy a caveman could do it, if you're working on your bar or power chords like I've been talking about. Don't forget that thing I showed you too. My little tips and tricks for Guitar Time Wednesday. Boy, do I wish it was. No, I don't. That's bad. Never wish your life away. It's Monday, March 11th. So that means 1-1. It's double ones. You better run. It's double ones. Appreciate you guys hanging out. As always, tell a fellow guitarist wishing he could play more stuff about me. I'm out here in the woods. And I'm hoping my tree branches will grow towards the sun. That'd be kind of cool. Make more pollen out here. Like I'm really enjoying washing the car every day or so. On the bright side, look at my porch, man. We did that yesterday. My wife busted her chops with me on that, so we could make that video yesterday. Give it up for my wife. Give it up for my wife. Secretively behind the camera. I know. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Peace. Guitar time out.